You ready?
Watch out.
Did that scare the out of you?
Not another sleuth.
Did that scare the out of you?
Disclaimer, read all about it.
Hello, everybody. Good to see everyone in the chat. It's been quite a bumpy ride this past week. You know how it goes on the streets. You never know what you're going to get until you get it. And you have to deal with the cards you're dealt. Hello, Mr. Eve. Good to see you. Yep. If you see on the screen here, just about McFucking had it. That's a fact, Jack. That's been how I felt for a long time on this street. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Shani, good to see you. I saw your message and I agree. Hello, Leapy's Trucking. Good to see you. Brooke, I know that you were staying up late for me. Thank you so much. But you don't have to hang if you don't need to. But I think you're going to want to listen to this. For sure. It's Fugitive Eve on the run. Yeah. So if anybody didn't know, I was, by the way, good to see you, Nico. Virgo Angel, Lori C, Pointer Lover. And if I missed you, sorry about that. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and hit that like button while you're here. It's free. Just like my advice that I'm about to give some of these creators out here. So, woo-wee, I was copyright striked for recordings and screenshots of conversations, in the Michael Vaughn case that I replayed, and one of the audio that I released was the Chris Madonna audio with Brandy talking about the polygraphs and Tyler and all that stuff. It's out there already. It has been given permission in the past, so those things cannot be shookity struck on. But because I did it, I guess, on a replay, and then one of the videos I released, it was an issue to the alleged copyright owner. So what we did was we just agreed to disagree on that, but agree to respect each other's wishes, because honestly, there is a good point to this. If it really had any help to law enforcement, they already have it. First of all, we don't have to rehash this business over and over, but not a lot of people have seen or heard of the stuff from the past because they were stifled from hearing it. I was stifled from getting those views from haters in the back. You know the drill. You guys have been here before. So I'm back because I did have 3 strikes. So not anymore. And we're good to go. We're not going to get into the nitty gritty of everything. At the end of the day, we're going to move on and continue to cover Michael Vaughn's case, just in a little bit of a different way, a little bit of a different spin of what I have been doing for 2 years, and maybe even more actually now, ongoing 2 years. But what we're going to talk about tonight, and I'm not going to keep you guys very long because I'm sure that we all know who Crime Sleuthin is. She has been a hot button topic in the past week or two because of the fuckery. That's right, I said fuckery. That she has caused not only other creators, but herself and myself. And we're going to talk about what the problem actually is outside of what you've seen on probably Deets on the Streets. Shout out to her. Unfortunately, she was struck, get this, because she had Homegirl on panel. And when she decided the heat was getting too hot, she backed away and said, cease and desist. You can't use anything. And she struck the entire video. Now, this was today. If you don't know, go watch Deets Lives. One of them is 10 hours, so I can just really sum it up for you. About 6 hours of the 10-hour live was mostly receipts that weren't correct, that did not prove her case regarding super chats and donations that she owed to and was promised to Kara Knodel, the mother of one of the Idaho 4 victims, Xana's mother. Which is very ironic that the bashing of Eve is paying for all of Stacey Wandra's whatever to survive because she's trying to spin the narrative of the Michael Vaughn case, blah, blah, blah. Well, the irony is that, she was A-okay with spending time and energy and resources with people like AB, the Lab, Purple Phoenix, and doing all of those hateful things within that group while neglecting to even hint or message the pledge, the people that she promised a pledge to regarding the Idaho 4 case for 8 months. 8 motherfucking months. Are you kidding me? Now, I don't know if she knew this, but when you say that you're going to pledge money to whatever cause it is, that is a verbal contract legally. And sometimes people go to court for this, especially if it's for something that was promised to a victim. Not going to look good in the courts that you lied to a victim, right? Of a horrendous crime, heinous crime. So I got balls. Yeah. What is that one show? Walking Dead, where Negan says, beach ball size lady nuts. I'll never forget that. Anyway. Yeah, she also made that $1,000 pledge and never fulfilled it 8 months ago, never followed up. And of course, when, people who exploit victims, they know how to become the victim in situations and circumstances where they have been nailed on and they've been exposed for being trash, okay? And trash behavior. Beach ball size lady nuts. That's right. Yeah, the homeless shelter. I paid for his, Mercedes to be parked, valet, all of the, extras that come with that, and then the $10,000, of course, for his college fund. Right. I need some sleep. I have been cleaning for probably 3 hours, listening to a lot of lives and all of that stuff and checking on Mr. Eve and the babies. And anyway, the irony in this with Crime Sleuth in particular, we're going to get to the other creators who backed her terrible behavior, which I would like an answer. We're not going to get one. Absolutely not going to get one, more than likely. But it would be nice if these big creators who go to these lower level chats and hang with the garbage while shining brightly on top of their heads, using them to step up and get ahead, right? I would like for them to answer for their crimes in this. And when I mean crimes, I mean social. But we're going to start with the bottom, because we started from the bottom, now we're here. So I'm not going to play any clips or anything. I'm just going to give you the nitty gritty and the rundown because I don't feel like not being able to go live. I got a lot to say. My ADHD is bad, and I done forgot what I was going to say within at least 2 hours before the live. So it's hard enough as it is, but I am going to just run through this and not keep you too long. Crime Susan, she blocked me, and she blocked other people who were calling her out. She states that to YouTube team support, she already strike the video of Beats, and it went through. The whole video went down, and then was like, "I'm getting bullied and harassed again on a live. YouTube team support, help me!" And they're like, "You already struck her." I mean, it was pretty funny. So I basically played the clip here. This is the clip from Deets. 1 moment live. Play that. It's the only clip I'm probably going to play tonight.
We establish you're here of your own free will. So when this panel ends, you can't come running back to the comment section saying you were victimized like you were last time. Like, again, you came here up on this panel and you are here of your own free will, correct?
Wait for it.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
I
remember
didn't say
that.
I
Oh,
was
no.
forced. I said that the
Remember
whole
that.
thing was just drug out so long that
Mhm.
everybody lost the point.
Oh, you mean you were
Ew.
exposed? I didn't
No,
lose the point. Actually, it took fucking 7 hours
no,
to
I'm
get to
talking
the
about
point.
people who watched. They didn't watch the whole thing. It's 6.5.
Nobody wants to watch 7 hours to get to the conclusion that you could have done in 5 whole minutes on your AdSense in your YouTube studio. We know better, ma'am. You can stop the cap, as Blair said many times, stop the cap. It is outright ridiculous that you have to go to this length to try to cover your arse. Come out with it. Just be real. Ironically, some of us out here are pretty forgiving, but not whenever you dig your heels. It's just going to make it worse. I'm almost to the point where I believe that she believes herself. But then whenever when she retaliates, when she got busted to the finality, then she retaliates. That's when I went, well, no, she's just full of shit and she will die on the sword for no good reason. Right? Yeah. What is so sorry? What is so hard to say? I'm sorry, I don't have the money, says Chris. That's exactly right. We get it. Things happen. I mean, she pledged $1,000 to a victim to get therapy, which is not cheap at all, and said, as soon as I get my probate money from the will, we're good to go. But then, of course, dang the luck, she didn't get her probate money. It's all in limbo. There was some fraudulent, which this struck me so odd when I heard that it was fraudulent notaries from the lawyer. And I went, cat, stop the cat. Ma'am, no, that didn't happen. I'm sorry. That'd be a scandal. Right? That'd be a big deal. And look, it doesn't really matter if it is or not. Nobody really needs to know that. All you had to say was, look, everything's in limbo right now, and I just don't have it like I thought I would. I'm sorry I even pledged it. Go ahead and assume that I'm not going to fulfill this. But when I do, and if I can, I surely will. My bad. Hey, just me. That's it. It's not hard. It's not difficult. You don't have to go into a 2-hour spill about your woes because honestly, it doesn't matter. It's not our problem. It's nobody's problem. But if you're keeping people in limbo over there with a victim that needs help, you're sorry. You're just a sorry human being for allowing that to happen without response. Okay? It's just the way of it. So Weasel has entered the chat. I wonder who that is. Twitter user says, here's the clip that she is willingly on the live on her own free will and she consents to what is being played. Crime Sleuth is threatening a strike again and lying about it. The community on YouTube collectively has experienced these false strikes and threats for months. And that's a fact, Jack. And they said, we really appreciate you bringing this to our attention. Mind reporting the creator in the official reporting tool if you haven't yet? This page has more info on how to do that. Thank you, says Weasel, entered the chat. Also, we take misuse of our removal request web form very seriously and take strong action when we find abuse, including terminating channels. Well, I don't know if that's happened because of said creator, but if someone were to get terminated wrongfully, and it just so happens that your name is tied to that, that is evidence that's not going to look good for you, ma'am. I suggest you hold up, wait a minute, back up, take a breath, drink some water, hug yourself and your babies and your fur babies and your grandbabies, and chill the fuck out, ma'am. Chill the fuck out. Quit sitting in trash channels. Quit lying on people's work and then trying to steal it, spin it, and say you are the one that has the correct information, like you did on my name with the Stacey Wandra screenshots, and you still did not prove a fucking thing. Stop. The community says, stop. Now, Queen Bee can try to simp for you all day long, or whatever other creator you feel you're going to be safe and protected by. I know somebody else that likes to do that by camping in chats. But it's not going to work because people already know. People already know, and you're being exposed correctly, not harassed, not bullied, not doxxed. You are being exposed for the YouTube content predator that you are, ma'am. And it will stop. It will stop. But not only that, that's not where, that's not the only bad behavior, okay? This is where the other creators come in. And I will never, ever get an apology, nor will I ever see any other creators apologize to me that I'm about to talk about. More than likely, 99% sure on this, but I'm going to talk about it so that I can let this go. Hopefully. Thank you. Member for 1 month. Woohoo. Glad you're here.
What if we're still doing this when we're 50? It would be nice to have that kind of job security.
I'm going to have to change that because I'm not sure I believe that anymore. Job security, my arse. Okay. So here is Miss Thing saying that I edited Stacey's timeline to help it fit with what he said. You don't do that. Oh, not good. Then you have Callie Dime, the street sweeper of YouTube chats, getting all the garbage and collecting it to make a point that she thinks is cute. Not cute at all. If that's true, send this to Ellie ASAP. It's not wasting resources at all. That's what Eve does. We do real work. Bite my ass. I'm sorry, but that is horse malarkey, okay? You ain't doing shit over there but talking out of your trap. Falsely. So this is slander. Absolutely 100% slander because we all know, I already proved, that what she said about the screen recording that I got, it is a fact. Now, whatever is in it, whatever he did with it, which I again proved he can't do without his original phone and or iCloud account, which he didn't get into. I already proved that. She did not. Okay? All right, next. Here's her buddy. Hey, Eve. I got a question. You have said in the past that you have family in Payette, Idaho. So did Stacy and Sarah go to your house in October? On the Texas trip? Because I live in Texas. I think it's time to research that. Boy, let me tell you. You need to be researched on that. Because I remember when I contacted, maybe not me, but let's just say we contacted and extended out to the Fruitland Police Department. They didn't know who the fuck you were. But what did you say? Well, the Jen Hannah babysitter, she's going to be exposed for her complicitness in the Michael Vaughn case because, everybody wanted her to be guilty. It just made sense to them. She was the target from the jump. And they didn't know who you were. Then you said you had a PI. You said you had a PI working for you. Are you going to expose that person? Because if that's the person who is giving you this information, they suck. They absolutely suck. And they're bad at it. So there's good old Level. Here's Lana. Same trash, chats, right? Talking the trash. Admitting that she reported me to Echo Search, investigating me like they really investigate people who are just trying to help search. It's really not that serious. Terminating my membership for discussing cases publicly, which I did not. But who cares? It's a done deal. Her receipts are crusty and dopey recordings. Oh, I thought it was just crusty. Lacey Ann. Ah, Lana, that makes sense. Can I ask how you molest water? Oh. Ouch. That didn't even come from this side of the fence. That came from her own side, asking her about her charge. Wow. I didn't do that. But damn, that felt good. Reading that. Really did. All right. So you got old Great Purple Phoenix over there who actually was exposed by Jenna tonight on J. Marie's panel. If somebody could please put, I don't know if it's live right now, still going on, but please put J. Marie's video link in the chat so that people could watch it after this live. I'm not going to keep you much longer, I promise. Because I still got some cleaning to do. Oh, Virgo, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, crime sleuthing, aiding and abetting a suspect. I mean, this whole live was a bash the shit out of Eve. While, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible, knowing that some people knew I was right and vindicated and said nothing and not come to my aid whatsoever. It hurt. It really did. However, I'm strong and I got over it and we'll get over it. But shame on y'all. So, peas in a pod, falsifying electronic data with a suspect with no proof to this day. Blondie, I leave Miss Eve a comment on her recent live and I was very nice. Eve, next message will not. Oh, why do I have anything nice to say from anybody in this group or this sector? Because there ain't nothing nice about any of you. Matter of fact, I'll leave it there. Thank you, Pointer Lover, for the $9.99 super sticker. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Moving on. If the details ever come out, Eve, I bet you won't be around. I'm still here, Green Eyes. I'm wondering why you're even here in the first place. She was saying how happy she was to have 100 people in chat to hear the truth. Are you listening to yourself? You had 500 people in Deet's chat, and not a one of you came to your defense. Not one. Not one. Oh, we know. We know who Green Eyes is. He needs to sit down. She ain't got shit, she says. Well, look, I think I have a lot more credibility than you will ever have or ever could acquire in your life on this platform. You're finito on that. No one will trust you. No one. And it was your own doing, honey. Well, Eve, I know something you don't know. Just wait. 2 months later. We're still waiting on that. FYI, Eve, Ellie is listening to their jail calls. They are all recorded, dummy. Do they think I talked to him in the jail? Oh, yeah, that was a rumor that Crime Lines and fucking Lies put out there because she really lies, like on the crimes that she covers in regards to Michael Vaughn's case. I've still yet to hear that trash human being admit she was lying on me. We'll see if that works out. So, Shadow Wolf, Sarah Wandra's ex-husband that I exposed for, you know what? Maybe CPS can take her kids so that she can see how it feels. And hello, Callie Dime. Oh! They always go for the kids. These social media predators, they always go for the kids. It's very wild to me. Very wild. All right, let's see. I'm not saying a thing here that I wouldn't want that slimy chick to see, says Crime. Sleuthin'. But I've got something in the works for her. I think karmatic justice was served 10 hours and 6 hours ago. Okay. It was great. Grounds for a major lawsuit. She does not even know what she's saying on this one. Ooh, those words are going to taste foul when she has to eat them again. She totally twisted what all of us creators said into a pity party, then twisted the timeline, weirdo. You twisted your own timeline on your AdSense in your YouTube studio and got busted, weirdo. Ouch. Ouch. By the way, I did not pay Stacy $50 for that recording. Lie. Oh, I already showed those receipts. We already know that's a big fat lie. Because Crime Slathin, you suck at editing your photos. You really suck at lying. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop it. But do keep believing a psycho child of Dr. Eve. Good job, moron. I love my mod brick. She's the best. I bet you are giggling. And I want everyone to laugh because, you have to laugh at some of the ridiculousness that comes across this YouTube. And Crime Sleuthin' is one of those ridiculous people who think we're not going to smell the doo-doo. Okay? There you go. I really think she believes her own lies. Well, then I would say that someone needs to help her. Someone, if there's someone out there in her area that knows she is struggling with this, try to help. Send some positive vibes, maybe some healthy advice. Because she ain't listening to these streets or herself, obviously. Level-headed. The problem is, I can't cover cases, get tons of views if I want. But the dirty, shady things that would be done, I could live with. I try to do the right thing. Oh. Go ahead and go watch J. Marie's live. That is either still on or was on just recently, and you will see the truth on that. This is ridiculous. No kidding. My goodness, honey. You are preaching to the right choir here. I agree. Levelhead. This is funny, Eve. I got something for you. Okay. Crickets to this day. A balding little man. You have no clue what I have done or have not. I have done way more than any of you would ever know for my sister B and family, so you can stop. Okay. Well, I hope you haven't wound up doing some illegal shit that'll get you in trouble one day for your sis. Okay? Be careful. As all these super chats are just rolling in, I don't even know if they're real. Sad that people are so low that they sit at home and attack people on the internet. That is rich coming from you, honey. Enjoy battling your lawsuit with that aquarium people. Leave me alone, right? This liar talks about my hubby, threatening to basically expose all of our skeletons if we keep talking about Michael's case. Keep Michael's name out of your mouth moving forward. That's not sus at all. Not even a little. He had alibi tutoring regarding Stacey Wander and I. You have got to be out your mind. Yep. Oh, real quick on the Michael Vaughn case, there was something that I had to bring to everyone's attention. There was a lot of chit chat about Tyler getting the boxers wrong because he said dark blue to the police. I exposed that screenshot long ago where Brady admits that. We're not going to expose that again. However, I wanted to give you a little bit more proof that even Brandy says. I remember down to the stitching that it was the black and green lime green stitching boxers. It's right here on your screen for you to see for yourself that I did not lie about that, even though the people over there in purple pigeon land want you to believe it's right here. Because I was getting a lot of hate about 2 weeks ago for this. And there it is. Since I can't, put the screenshots up, here you go. Thank you, Miss Neal. This, again, we're going to go over this in the near future. This is going to be a video and a live because this was very early on in the case. This was August of 2021. I think it was August 4th. Could have been August 8th. I can't remember exactly. I'll go back. Thank you, Cyber Ninja, for the $5 super chat. They are jealous. You're beautiful, smart, and have integrity. Thank you, Cyber Ninja. I really, really appreciate that. Let me check on chat. Some of the pick me creators, right, are just playing the game to get the parents to talk to them. Mm-hmm. Low key, they aren't on their mm-hmm. Most of these attacks on Eve are just so they can try to be relevant. And they are so egotistical that they can't even work together with people. If that's what they really wanted to do, I mean, it's really because they're pieces of shit. I just said what I said. Okay. And I don't have time for it. And this is why Deets has such a better channel than I do, because she's so sweet about things that I just cannot give grace for. So shout out to her for being more candid and sweet about things, because I'm a little bit too foul for the doo-doo on this platform. And some people like that. Some people are okay with that. And thank you for being here for that. So this Miss Denise says, maybe that's where this comes in. I found this to be interesting. Children move around and they wander. They may have traveled back into your yard without your knowledge. Huff said, encouraging anyone with information to come forward. Knowing what we know now, that hits a little different, and it could be a reach. But let's make that quote stick out again. They may have traveled back into your yard without your knowledge. That was from the first presser. That really sticks with me now that we know the suspects were named and that Stacey allegedly false confessed about him being back there. It just makes you think. It makes your brain go, right? It's just very interesting, and it's something that I want to pick back up on in a Michael Vaughn live. All right. So there's many, many, many other examples that I could give about the obvious clownery on this YouTube platform, especially with the crime sleuthing doo-doo that's been going on. But I would like to ask, I feel like I've been here before with this creator. I would like to ask Josh from the lab, what say you now? When you got up on panel with Crime Lines and Lies and Purple and Heidi and Crime Sleuthin' and whoever else it was, that one annoying lady with the raspy voice. Why? Why did you accompany these people when it was proven that I was right? And you didn't vet a freaking thing. Was it intentional? You owe me an apology. And you owe a lot of people an apology for your behavior on this. Not that I expect one. Honestly, I don't expect one from you or to happen anyway, but I do expect you to own up to your mistakes. And this is one of them, catering to those people. And I know it was intentional. That's why you won't do it. You'll just ignore it and move on or make some excuse. So, congratulations on your new rise to whatever number you have hit these days. But we see you. I see you. I see you for who you really are. And everyone's catching on to it. It's the truth. Because you had an opportunity. You had an opportunity to do the right thing and you didn't. Facts. So, that's all I've got for tonight. Matthew is silly as fuck. About to 360 no scope my pillow. Awesome. I should do the same. Have a good night to the real MVP, Mr. Eve. That's right. That's right. Mr. Eve is the MVP. Good night, Matt. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Here's the wanted poster. I am wanted currently for telling the truth. True crime with evil. 50 cents or best offer. So, sometimes the truth will set you free because it is free. Period. Soul Searcher, is there an email for you, Eve? Yes, it is Eve, E-P as in Paul, talk @gmail.com. You can hit me up there. Guys, again, thank you for being here. Drink your water. Go watch the J. Marie live. And I will see you guys on the next live. Have a great night. Bye.